Hello and welcome back to Barnes' Garage. As you can see in the title, I bought myself another steaming pile of goodness. This one's actually a little better than my usual stuff anyway, but we'll get straight into it anyway. So here we have it. Oh, by the way, have you subscribed? I certainly hope you do. And if you like the car and don't mind what I paid for it, or you think I paid too much, or you think I paid too little, just let me know down below. So, as in the title, we have I think it's 2000 Holden Commodore S Supercharged. So it's got the Supercharged V6. They sell them here for a while in Australia. Reasonably popular here. I think they're quite popular in the US as well. So anyway, we'll have a look around it and see what you think. I paid $4,900 for this car, which does seem a lot for an old VT, but it is an S and it is supercharged. So for that price, I think it's quite reasonable, although it does have a few problems, which we'll get to as we go along. So for people who don't know, the S is basically a sports version or semi-sport version of a base model Holden Commodore here in Australia. This one, as I said, has got a supercharger in it. So we have a look around this. Oh, sorry, by the way, this has got 227,000 kilometers on it, which is pretty good for a 23-year-old car. So we have a look from the front. First thing is the windscreen's okay. The bonnet does have a lot of, I guess, swirl marks. I don't know if you can see those, but it definitely has a lot of stone chips, and someone has given this car a polish and basically filled the stone chips full of white polish. Headlights are good. It has got the lower plastic spoiler bit attached. It's got good tyres on the front. What are they? Hankook, and they are 225s 5016. That's why people buy this car. Have a look around. A couple of dents, a couple of scratches. There's a dent right there. I don't know if you can see that in the door. Someone coming past in their patrol. The back tyres are Supercat, and they've got a reasonable amount of tread. If we come up to the roof, well, it doesn't come out on film, but this roof has been repainted, and I'm not sure whether they put clear on top or what. It's got a dull finish to it, so this is quite popular. It's not really popular. This is quite normal for these cars. The plastic on top of these, or the rubberized version of the plastic, or whatever it is called, comes off over time. So have a look around the back. It's got the tow bar for your caravan. As I said to your S-Pack. Big exhaust pipe. Again, the rear spoiler's been painted. Not fantastically, it's not too bad. And here it has some paint cracking. Can we see that? Yes, we can. Look at that. So I think this panel here has been repainted at some point. Probably the same person who did the boot. Sorry, the roof and the spoiler. And this is bent. These tend to fall off actually in these sort of cars. This one's just bent. Oh look, there you go. Locks well. I guess that's why it's got a locking cap that doesn't lock it anyway. I mean, that's about it for the outside. It's got some weathering here. I mean, it's an old car. I don't know if it's been looked after or not. Maybe I bought it for an old guy, so maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Let's have a look. We'll have a look in the back first. Not too bad. The main reason I bought this car was it was cheap. This is the cheapest supercharged Commodore I could find, and this is a sports one. And it does have low Ks, and the trim does bear that out. So it's got some sort of blue and purple funky trim. The headlining is good. Hello. Which is, it's probably backwards. Sorry. The headlining is good, which is not always the case in this Commodore. Some do-at-home repairs. I'll have a look inside. same thing. The trim in these cars, especially these bolsters, are usually all torn apart, so it leads me to believe the kilometres are reasonably accurate. Anyway, so here we have it in all its glory. What I might do is I might turn the car on because it's 1,000 degrees in here. Nice summery hot day in Brisbane. So it came with one key, with the remote broken, and the remote doesn't work. So, and there's the kilometres. I'll turn that air conditioning down a bit so you don't go deaf. Someone had a radio in it at some point because they broke this bit taking it off, so this rattles when you drive. And also, I don't know if you can see that or not. You can, yes, it moves around. Typical late 90s GM, Fisher Price toy looking thing. Electric windows. Oh, what's in the glove box? It has got the books. Oh, don't steal my car. It's got all the VIN and stuff on it. Peninsula Holden. No receipts, just a owner's handbook. And the radio, which is exciting. Oh, there's some more evidence that it had a radio at some point. I guess that was someone used as an earth point, maybe. It does have air conditioning, and it does work reasonably well. Not super icy cold, but not too bad. Various detritus of lighters and pens and stuff in there. Obviously the person gave it a clean out before they sold it to me. I'll close this door so we don't hear the buses and stuff. Another problem, the leathers come off the steering wheel from sitting in the sun, I guess. This is also quite common. And if we have a look, you can't see. So I think this window at some point had tint. I don't think it's dark enough for tint, maybe it is. And it's all scratched all over where someone used, maybe it has got tint on it. It doesn't look dark enough. Oh well, anyway, either the window itself scratched or the tint scratched all over the car, like every window. I can't see that. So, there she is, 232,000 Ks. Now this car does have a big problem, is that it doesn't actually go as fast as a supercharged car. It's very disappointing actually, but I'll show you the engine bay and the boot, and we'll get into why the supercharger is just adding weight at this point rather than performing as it should. So I'll have a look at the boot first. Reasonably sized boot. We've got the spare tyre with a maybe original Bridgestone. Now I think it's okay. I was going to say it might have a slight miss, but it doesn't. I think they're the original number plates that came with the car new. Or the remnants of polish. Oh! Hopefully it's not too noisy, and there she is. The Supercharged V6. So I'll go and turn the engine off so you can hear me blather on. So this is the 3.8 litre V6 Supercharged. It is stock, even got the stock pulley on, which is quite unusual. Everything in here seems alright. I mean, I haven't touched anything, I just picked it up yesterday, and here we are today. Even the bonnet, what would you call that? Sound deadening thingo is not too bad. Reasonably new battery. So everything here looks okay. No major oil leaks or anything. That looks reasonably new. A lot of pulleys there. But as I said to you, it doesn't seem to have much power. So we'll take it for a spin to my secret testing location. And Yeah, I'll show you how much performance it doesn't have. Back shortly. So here we are at the secret test track location. Let's go for a drive and we can see why there's a problem. So there's a couple of things which we'll find out when we're driving. I don't know if you can hear that, or going in a straight line, I guess. But all the windows creak and crack. There's some bad roads coming up here. Oh. Let's find the baddest part. I'm the baddest part. No. Probably can't hear it, but that rattles all the time. It rides actually reasonably well. Its handle's flat. I'll get run over by a truck here. It handles quite well. It rides reasonably well. It doesn't crash unless the bump's quite thick. Yeah, it's not too bad. But anyway, we'll get to it in a second. I don't know if you can hear the rattling. As I said, that rattles. That rattles. All these windows rattle. But it's a quick fix for the windows. Just little plastic clips you have to put in this. I don't know, I have to get a new one, I suppose. And fix the radio up somehow. Yeah. But anyway, what you've all been waiting for will come up shortly. The 0 to 100. Back soon. Alright, so this is rather unscientific. I know, I've got the old iPhone out. No cars around. So I'm going to do a 0 to 100. When this was brand new, it did around 7.5 seconds, I think, which is not too fast, I suppose. It's not too slow, but it's easily upgradable by putting a few things on the engine, supercharger, pulley and all that sort of stuff. So let's do it. We'll put it in power. There we go. Load her up a little bit and go. 100, and that is 11 seconds. 11 seconds. Wow. Oh, that's good. That's even worse than a normal V6 Commodore without the supercharger. So, God knows why this is so slow. It is terrible. Probably should get a mount for my phone, eh? It's not a very busy road. We're sort of in the middle of the sticks here, as you can tell by all the burnt out cars and rubbish dumped. So we'll try it again. I'll keep you on the speedo. All right. Stopwatch. All right, here we go. Load her up. And go. $100. 11.5. Wow. Now that's not the most scientific, so I'm probably fart-assing around a little bit, but oh my God. We're only got running on 3 cylinders or what? That is terrible. Anyway, I'll pull over in the trash and yeah, we'll reconvene for a bit of a chat. So there you have it. My my Holden Commodore VT S-Pack Supercharged. What do you think? Well, let me know in the comments down below. What about that 0 to 100? 11 seconds. Even if I'm faffing around, and I missed by a second or two. That is incredibly slow. So I'll have to have a look. Maybe one of the pipes or something fell off the supercharger, so it's not building up pressure or something. I don't know, but that's even slower than a regular Commodore, I'm sure. Well, it seems alright. Probably can't hear that. So yeah, let me know down below what you think. I paid $4,900 with, I should say, with a Queensland registration for 6 months and a roadworthy, which I think is a pretty good deal. But anyway, you let me know. Can't even speak. You let me know what you think. And as I said to you before, subscribe if you haven't. I do have other videos on other salubrious cars that I own and no longer own. Go and have a look, and I might do another video on this one. We can have a look what the problem is. It's yeah, slower than that Starlet that's on its roof over there, I reckon. Anyway, we'll find something out. It actually drives alright, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. Time to get off. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da.